Welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, September 21st. And as far as the headlines go today, we got showers and thunderstorms that'll move into the area this morning as we have an MCS complex that'll be moving out of Wisconsin into the state. Again, it'll be weakening as it does, but still I think a good chance of rain across central and southern lower Michigan this morning. And then we'll have a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms right into Saturday. However, most of those will remain off to the west and northwest. I think the best chance for the MAC area is that we'll be mainly dry. Can't rule out a shower, but for Friday through Sunday, I think it'll be mainly dry with temperatures dropping back to near normal in the upper 60s to low 70s. But for the next couple of days, it's going to be quite warm. And come back tomorrow, and I'll have my preliminary winter forecast for 2016 and 17 again. So that'll be tomorrow morning on the video. So stop back in tomorrow. Our normals for the day, our normal high is 69, our normal low is 47. And as far as conditions around the area yesterday, you can see temperatures were mainly in the low 80s with temperatures overnight in the upper 50s to around 60 and no precipitation across the area. If we look at current conditions around the state, mainly in the mid to upper 50s across most areas. And again, no rainfall since midnight, but that should be changing. I think the best chance of rainfall is going to be areas like Clarksville, Middleton, Breckenridge, Henderson up towards Newaygo. I think that's where the most rainfall should fall here over the next several days. If we look at the satellite view this morning, you can see a big cluster of storms develop over eastern Minnesota and Iowa, move into Wisconsin, and now those will be moving into the state. They should weaken somewhat as they do, and of course you can still see the remnants of the tropical system off the mid-Atlantic states, giving lots of rainfall there. If we look at the radar, you can see that Bow Echo developed across Wisconsin. These are very strong storms, and again, they should weaken as they move into the state, but they're definitely heading this way. If we look at the watching advisory map, you can see with all that heavy rain expected yesterday, we talked about 4 to 6 inches of rain that may fall in that area. You can see a large area with flash flood watches out, and no doubt we'll be seeing some advisories or warnings here over the next couple of days as they continue to get pounded out in that area. On the weather map this morning, you can see the low pressure system near Nebraska, and that'll move again toward the east-northeast, and it'll try to push that warm front through the area. And so I think our best chances are going to be over the next 36 hours, and then once that front gets north of us, I think the best chance of heavy rains will continue to stay off to our northwest. If we look at the weather map for tomorrow morning, you can see that low pressure system not really moving a lot, and the front mainly stationary across the area. And again, we'll have at least a chance of showers and thunderstorms, but again, the best chances are going to be the farther northwest. You go into lower Michigan and into the UP, and then obviously back into Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. And then by Friday morning, that low pressure system, one now just off to the east, the weak front will come through, but it'll wash out. So we're not really going to get real cold behind us in any way. Again, temperatures just sliding back to normal for the weekend. And then I think we'll see plenty of warm temperatures over the next couple of weeks as we see, again, a pretty much zonal flow. And so that's going to be a pretty mild pattern. As far as precipitation here over the next 7 days, you can see the arc of heavy rainfall all the way from Texas up to the upper Midwest. And with that Bermuda high, that's trying to keep the heaviest rains off to our northwest. But you can see some of the moderate to heavy rains trying to sink down into central lower Michigan, where I think areas from Lansing north could see around a ½ inch to as much as 1.5 inches over the next 7 days. And if we look at the 16-day total, remember this 16 days, you got anywhere from 1.5 to about 3 inches of rain across much of the MAC area. And then again, the heaviest rains of 5 inches or more back into Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, the UP of Michigan. So significant rain out there. If we look at the next forecast, you can see now I had a lot of questions about many of the homecoming games for this coming Friday. This is the time period between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. and you can see most of the MAC area is going to be high and dry from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at kickoff, and I think that'll continue also for the rest of the game. So hopefully most of the games will get in dry, and it'll certainly be mild with temperatures, I think, at game time between 65 and 70 degrees. If we look at the extended outlook for the 6 to 10 day outlook, you can see plenty of warm temperatures across much of the eastern part of the country. And if we look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, again, much of the same as we continue to be dominating by ridging. And again, we're going to continue to see warmer than normal conditions over the next couple of weeks. As for precipitation, looks like we'll be near to above normal across much of the center part of the country, And if we look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, again, near to above normal across much of the center part of the nation. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.